Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great day. And it seems like Elon Musk is putting the middle finger to the Ukrainian diplomat. Mostly due to the fact that the Ukrainians are not treating him quite well, and considering that Elon Musk is helping the Ukrainians win the war, it seems that you are biting the hand that feeds you. Well, I guess you could just be stupid and, lose the war because of your negligence and stupidity, but I guess that's entirely up to you. Let's get directly into the article and show you what I mean. Ukrainian diplomat told Elon Musk to fuck off. Musk said he took his recommendation. SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk said he followed the recommendation of a Ukrainian diplomat who told Musk to F off, which came in response to Musk proposing a peace deal to end Russia's war in Ukraine, referencing his September decision that SpaceX would no longer fund its Starlink satellite internet terminals in Ukraine. Earlier this month, Musk conducted a non-scientific poll on Twitter on his peace plan, which involved the following four components: redo elections of annexed regions under UN supervision. Russia leaves if that is the will of the people. Crimea, formerly part of Russia, it has been since 1783 until Khrushchev's mistake. Water supply to Crimea assured. Ukraine remains neutral. Andrij Melnyk, who was recently dismissed as Ukraine's ambassador to Germany, responded to Musk's proposal by writing, F off, is my very diplomatic reply to you, Elon Musk. Musk provided Ukraine with the Starlink terminals shortly after Russia invaded Ukraine, and they made an immediate difference on the battlefield, allowing Ukraine's military to communicate and stay connected despite Russia destroying a lot of its communications infrastructure. Musk has stated that SpaceX's deployment of the satellites to Ukraine has cost the company $80 million and it will exceed $100 million by the end of the year. CNN reported Thursday that the charitable contributions are likely coming to an end as the company warned the Department of Defense that it needs to start paying tens of millions of dollars per month to keep the terminals up and running. The report said that a September letter from SpaceX asked the Pentagon to pay for Ukraine's government to continue using the system, which would cost more than $220 million for the rest of the year, and it could cost close to $400 million for the next 12 months. SpaceX Director of Government Sales told the Pentagon, "We are not in a position to further donate terminals to Ukraine or fund existing terminals for the indefinite period of time." A Ukrainian journalist responded to the news by writing, Elon Musk's Starlink says it can no longer afford to give Ukraine a free service and asked the Pentagon to pay for it. Starlink had been a game changer in the war. This comes days after a Ukrainian ambassador told Musk to F off. And Elon Musk said, "We're just following his recommendation." Musk faced other nasty swipes from Ukrainian officials over his peace plan, including from President Vladimir Zelensky, who conducted a poll on Twitter asking people who liked more, an Elon Musk that supported Ukraine or one that supported Russia. So there you have it. Mr. Diplomat, I think you have maybe missed the whole point here of when people help you, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. I think stupidity is running very rampant in Ukraine right now, and I don't think it's not doing too great for them. They actually had an immense amount of aid and had satellite and internet power, and now that they have been asked to tell Elon Musk to F off, he has now resigned his satellites and they're taking them back, and now Ukraine is in a more dire state than ever. Really stupid for the people that are actually helping you winning the war. Now, let me get this point across here. If people think I am for Russia, you are sadly mistaken. I am not for Russia. I hate Russia. Not necessarily the people, because I don't think the people are at fault here. The people have actually been going against Russia, honestly hurting themselves in some cases for not wanting to join the military to go to the Ukraine and stuff like that. I don't think the people of Russia are bad. Let me make that very clear. However, what I do not like is the Russian government on what they're doing to their own people, making their own people suffer, arresting their people for speaking out against their actual evil doings, and going to war with Ukraine, which is all due to Putin and his evil government. So, I hate the Russian government, not necessarily the people, because the people are never always for the side of what is happening in their country, to be perfectly honest with you. So, yes, I hate the Russian government. So, that being said, now for the Ukrainians, the one reason why I am not really a huge fan of Ukraine in terms of what's been going on is Yes, I agree with Elon Musk that they should be negotiating peace deals and stuff like that to see if we can resolve the war rather than continuing the war. These are not happening. These are not on the table. In fact, Zelensky has been going on to specifically wanting to extend the war, make the U.S. or NATO preemptively go to war or nuclear war with Russia, which is not okay. That's not what we want here. We need to stop that BS. If you don't like this, just have it be able to negotiate a peace deal and try to stop the war from there. See what both sides want and try to come to an understanding and a compromise here. But if you're not going to do that, then you're just as bad as Russia for continuing this war. You don't want to stop it, and that's the reason why you're getting headed criticism of Ukraine. And again, do I support Ukraine? I support Ukraine for the mere fact of them being attacked and defending themselves. However, I also won't say I will support Ukraine if it's going to be I don't support Ukraine or Russia for that matter. So I guess you could say I'm neutral to this fact, since I don't really want war regardless of this. I want it to stop. And if Ukraine has the ability to maybe make some peace negotiations or what have you for Russia, then they should try to seek to do those peace negotiations. If they don't try to do this, then they're almost not as they're slightly less as bad as Russia, in my opinion. The reason why I would say this is just because if you have peace negotiations on the table and you neglect to do those peace negotiations and stuff like that, then yeah, it's a problem. So, by the end that feeds you, you'll have some very negative consequences later. Can't say you guys are very smart on that end. Alright guys, that's for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.